Well, hello YouTube. It's been a long time. It's been 3 or 4 weeks since I've put a video together. Loads of things going on in my life. Nightmare. Not to mention toothache. I've got a cyst under my tooth there. It's still ongoing. I'm waiting for an hospital referral. I'm back to the dentist tomorrow morning to try and push them along a bit. But the pain's been horrendous. But yeah, I'm going to put this video together for you. There'll be no continuity whatsoever in this video. It's bits I've filmed over the last sort of couple of weeks. Now, there'll be a bit of me wandering around picking up stupid little bits of scrap. There's going to be a bit of me sorting out my old car because I'm selling my hot rod car project. I'm not going to get to do it now. I'm 52 years old and I've just had enough of all that, and I've got the roller to carry on and play with. So yeah, but I'm in my dad's shed again. I've just popped up because as usual you get one stubborn nut that won't come undone, so I brought a bit up here to undo the nut. But by the time you watch this, the hot rod would have been sold hopefully and gone to its new home. I've bought a new daily driver vehicle, so that's good, and now I'm just trying to sort my teeth out. But anyway, yeah, so forget all continuity. 1 minute it'll be raining, next minute the sun will be shining. Yeah, my clothes changes, etc. It's not going to be a flashy production, but then mine never are they? But I just thought I'd make something for you to watch, and rather than waste all the footage I have filmed, the little bits and pieces, I thought bung it all together in one and leave it at that. So that's what we're going to do. Ivy's jacket. Do you reckon Ian Matthews has sneaked into the shed somewhere? I reckon he's been in here somewhere and left his Ivy's behind. Anyway, so yeah, thanks all for following and staying with me. Yeah, I do apologise, there's not much been going on, but hopefully that'll all change now. Once I get this tooth sorted out, it'll be even better, because nobody wants to go out scrapping or doing anything with toothache, do they? But yeah, anyway, so sit back, grab yourself a beer or whatever you want to do, and just watch all these bits and pieces I've strung together, and hopefully we'll get back to some half-decent videos in the future. Stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll see you all soon. Well, in light of the fact that I've been walking now, probably done a couple of miles wandering about, absolutely nothing, not found a thing. So my hay fever's getting a bit worse, playing up again. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to do the only sensible thing. We're going to go and find a pub and have a pint. Well, 2 hours I've been walking and all I found is a telly, but there's a cord and we're having it. Thank fuck for that. Well, I do apologise for swearing, but I was just a bit shocked that I found it. And after 2 hours out in this heat, my hay fever is streaming, so we're now home and we're going to call it a day. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Ugh. Don't know what it is. Tiny. I'm checking all the bin compounds, all the usual haunts, but look at this. This is my local area. I mean, that's a lump of concrete. You normally find something worth having in a bin compound, don't you? Absolutely bugger all. This is what I'm up against. And I do get very disillusioned with it, but my God, I don't know. What's the answer? I keep going, I keep trying, but it's tough, man. It's tough. Still no luck. There's a fair bit of rubbish around. Anybody want a double bed? No thanks. But yeah, we'll keep walking. You never know your luck. Don't get too excited, but look, I broke my duck after 4 weeks. We got the worst, tiniest bit of auto electric cable. But let's hope that's the start of better things. From little acorns and all that. There, look. Something that's at least worth picking up. Still nothing special. Not my cup of tea. Hawkeye. Copper tail. Orange gold. Right, this is my 32 Ford hot rod. Well, plastic fiberglass body, but still pickup bed. It used to have there was a 5 litre Ford V8 sat in there, which I've got in the shed. I've blown a couple up over the years. Rebuilt gearbox in there, but time's come, I've got to sell it. So, but the guy that's buying it wants to buy it. Uncover it. Oh. Give you a little look, but the guy wants to buy it minus engine and gearbox. So, oh, it's dusty in here, so I've got to pull the gearbox out. So he's on about putting a Rover V8 in it, but personally I'd put the 302 5 litre Ford back in it. But there, so today's project, try and get the gearbox out. Right, so we've got this far, cross members all done. I'm just waiting for an helping hand now, because I need somebody to steady the weight of that while I just lower it down. But that's it. The gearbox comes out and she gets sold minus engine and gearbox. But pretty heartbreaking really. But she's been off the road 10 years now, so I'm never going to do anything with it, and I've got to do my steamroller. I mean, years ago I built this, but it's heartbreaking working on it and pulling it all to bits, but it is what it is. You've got to go onwards and you've got to go upwards. Well, there's the gearbox out. And the guy doesn't want the engine and gearbox. He reckons he's going to put a Rover or something else in it. So, but I had that rebuilt. It's only got 1,000 miles on it. C4 gearbox. It cost me 1,500 quid to have that rebuilt. So that'll get sold on. And there she is. I've only lent it back together. Front wings lent on, headlight bar lent on, but that's it. End of an era. Phone the guy up now that's buying it off me. Tell him to bring a truck, bring some money, and come and get her. Poor old girl. You've had some great memories, bloody amazing memories I've had with this car, but yeah, time to go to pastures new. Onwards and upwards. That's it. Ain't seen the light of day in about 12 years. Off to a no home. End of an era. Proper sad that, isn't it? Not what I wanted to wake up to. Need that like old in the head. Well, hello and welcome to a Vandal vlog. No, it's not, is it? My new truck. Not going to show you too much. Keep your fingers crossed that this lasts longer than the last one did. Somebody's given me a hoverboard. Now I think it was Vandal strip one of these out. I've taken the top off and that looks as good as I thought it would do. Lovely jubbly. Let's get this thing in bits. He was right. About 500 million screws. And yes, there's the battery. And yes, I did exactly the same as the Vandal did. And I zapped myself on it by trying to cut the two wires. Never mind. But there you go. That's what's in a hoverboard. But the good news is there's a battery in it. The bad news is it's no use to man nor beast. Because that's a cell pack inside there. It comes in a show you there, look, all plastic wrapped up there, but that's what's left of the hoverboard. It comes in like a battery pack, like a cell pack, and they're NiCads, they ain't lead acid, so scrapyards don't want them, they won't take them, no use to man nor beast. So that's a little bit disappointing, but there is a reasonable bit of cable comes out and a decent bit of alley, so there, scrapping a hoverboard. So that's the hoverboard stripped out. Just a quick look on the end of it. That's the battery cell that I took apart. They're all singulars in there, but if you rip one apart and have a look in there inside it, and oh, you can't don't know what you can see, the NL5C1 on there. It's basically they're NiCads, so they're not lead acid, so your scrapyards won't take them. But yeah, NC or NL5, and so I presume that's the amount of stuff that's in them. I don't know, but somebody might tell me. Not that I'm that bothered really. But the other thing is, if you get one of these NiCads out of anything, they're a right fire hazard, so be careful where you store them. And the other thing is, don't chuck them in a bucket of water, because they fizz and pop and all sorts of fumes come off them. There you go. That's the end of that hoverboard. It's probably one of the most interesting things I've ever taken to bits, to be honest, and well worth doing.